They have risen indeed. With bold entries, foul-mouthed banter, and non-stop comedy, it's the most outrageous Marvel movie ever made, packed with unforgettable cameos, classic songs, and somewhat emotional journey to save the universe. Deadpool and Wolverine has revolutionized the Marvel. This unforgettable team-up has already broken box office records and pushed the boundaries of superhero storytelling. This film has a complex, morally ambiguous world of anti-heroes, offering a refreshing take on the superhero genre. With bold narratives, memorable cameos, and a brilliant blend of heart and mayhem, Deadpool and Wolverine emerges as the Marvel film we've never realized fans craved. Today we're going to dive into why everyone has Deadpool and Wolverine fever. But guys, here's a friendly warning. This video contains a lot of spoilers, so if you haven't watched Deadpool and Wolverine yet, we would suggest you stop here and hit the subscribe or save for later buttons, and perhaps come back after you've enjoyed the actual movie. We are movie fans, not movie spoilers. And also, if you're new to the channel, please take 1 second to click the subscribe button. One small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks! The love and hate chemistry. The love and hate chemistry between Deadpool and Wolverine is like a detective duo movie gone hilariously wrong. Deadpool, the chatty merc with a penchant for chaos, brings a whirlwind of unusual dark jokes and a knack for breaking the fourth wall, while Wolverine, the brooding badass, is all about serious business, less talk and slicing things up with his claws. This clash of Deadpool's wild humor and Wolverine's no-nonsense attitude creates a dynamic that keeps fans hooked, proving that sometimes the oddest couples make the best teams. And fun fact, just like their on-screen chemistry seems like a bumpy ride, it is just as the same in the comic book origins of Deadpool's and Wolverine's relationship. They started off as enemies, constantly clashing in flesh-piercing battles, where their healing powers turned every fight into a test of who could endure the most pain. Just like the scene when Deadpool and Wolverine had an epic battle in Nicepool's squeaky clean Honda Odyssey. Wolverine, with his serious vibe, found Deadpool's unpredictable antics utterly maddening. Yet beneath the surface, respect began to brew. Deadpool admired Wolverine's grit and the pain he hid behind that tough exterior, while Wolverine couldn't help but somewhat be impressed by Deadpool's tenacity, even if he secretly wished Deadpool would tone it down a bit. This dynamic duo unites two of Marvel's fan-favorite heroes, each flaunting their own quirks, weaknesses, and their distinctive approach to heroism. Oh, and speaking of heroism, that brings us onto the next topic. Not superheroes, but anti-heroes. Things haven't been the same for the Marvel Universe since the massive success of Avengers Endgame in 2019. Despite the studio's efforts to keep churning out films and series, the buzz that used to surround Marvel releases has faded significantly. The overwhelming production of superhero content has led to superhero fatigue, where the sheer volume of stories, often lacking in quality, has left even the die-hard fan uninterested. But this time is to turn the tables over as the two most flawed anti-heroes come out to play. In a world filled with polished, morally upright heroes, Deadpool and Wolverine stand tall by playing characters that break the mold of traditional heroism. Instead of the usual flawless champions, they are rebels, challenging the idea that being a hero means being perfect, and this is what Marvel fans anticipated. Deadpool once said,
"Well, I may be super, but I am no hero."
True to his saying, he even proved that in Deadpool and Wolverine when he gets the Human Torch killed.
I don't...
The Marvel Jesus' wild and unpredictable nature shines through, especially when he uses Nicepool as a shield. That's the perfect example of being an anti-hero. While Wolverine wrestles with his inner turmoil, he navigates the tricky space between his failure and redemption. Because heroes are not always flawless. They have scars just like Wolverine had. Through Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel refreshes its narrative style, prompting viewers to reconsider what heroism truly means. But these two anti-heroes are never completed without their humor. R-rated humor. Their daring R-rated humor sets it apart from the usual family-friendly tone of most MCU films. While Logan used its R rating to ramp up the dramatic stakes, The Deadpool franchise has consistently broken the mold with humor that's not only funny, but often absurdly romantic. But when these two were brought together into Deadpool and Wolverine, it took it to new heights of R-rated and dark humor. Depending on how you view it, these moments could either be seen as hilarious peaks or just shameless lows. You see satirical humor scattered throughout the film that mixes dark comedy with violence, from Deadpool savagely attacking TVA agents with Wolverine's adamantium claws in the opening credits, to Deadpool's blunt enthusiasm,
Let's fucking go!
and even showing up in promotional materials like the Deadpool-themed popcorn bucket. Yet, this humor isn't just for the shock value. It carefully balances Deadpool and Wolverine to resonate with not only adults, but kid-adults, who want to watch some kid-like fun with a mature twist, while some parents might draw the lines, but others just let it slide. Making the film surprisingly appealing to a wide range of viewers is one reason it's earning billions of dollars. But the other reason made this gem a full-on explosive success: action that packs a punch. Deadpool and Wolverine is full of action sequences, where it's not just for entertainment, but essential for actually driving the story ahead. Each fight, punch, and bullet fired not only raises the stakes, but it also deepens the character's development, ensuring the viewers are glued to their seats. The film kicks off with a banger as Deadpool takes out TVA agents with Wolverine's decayed bones with his own commentary and slick moves, while the epic showdown with the Deadpool corpse is a one-take massacre that's packed with brutality, humor, and Easter eggs. Let's not forget the epic clash between the Resistance and Cassandra Nova's minions, showing all their characteristics' unique flair. Elektra and Blade come back with their lethal weapons and skills. Gambit finally gets his moment to shine with his deck of cards. And Daphne Keene's X-23 delivers a heart-pounding takedown of Juggernaut, creating a comic book moment, which leads us to the powerful performance of Deadpool and Wolverine. Powerhouse performances. Hugh Jackman takes Wolverine to new heights with redemption that doesn't mess up with the legacy of Logan. His poignant scene with Laura X-23, played by Daphne Keene, on these wooden legs captures Logan's vulnerability that is seen through his shattered soul. It seemed like the film had stopped on that one performance. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds is a whirlwind of energy, resurrecting Deadpool with his non-stop banter. He perfectly embodies Deadpool's sharp humor, whether it's his full-time job of annoying Wolverine or barging into the Cassandra Nova territory. People are also taken aback by Deadpool's unexpected moments of growth, especially when he chooses to sacrifice himself to save Wolverine when they need to stop Cassandra from using Tim Ripper to destroy every universal timeline. It proved that even the most insolent anti-hero can have a heart when it comes to saving the world from destruction. However, Deadpool and Wolverine is more than just about performances or actions. It's a heartfelt tribute to those who love Marvel. A tribute to Marvel fans and Easter eggs. Thanks to its bold embrace, this movie has quickly become an all-time favorite for fans. Not by sticking to the usual formula, but by driving headfirst into its comic book origins and crafting a genuine tribute to its loyal audience. With an incredible array of surprise cameos, like Channing Tatum finally showing up as Gambit, Blade making a comeback, even bringing back Elektra from Daredevils and the Defenders, and surprise, a fiery Human Torch along with Pyro, Juggernaut, Toad, and other forgotten mutants from X-Men. But the craziest tribute has to be the 100 Deadpool variants. The movie dives into the meta humor and self-referential vibe that Deadpool fans love, featuring everything from different variants of Wolverine to nods at projects that never got off the ground, like the long-anticipated Channing Tatum's Gambit film. However, Deadpool and Wolverine isn't just for die-hard fans, it goes the extra mile. The film is packed with tons of Easter eggs and references that keep viewers engaged, making some scenes a fun hunt for Marvel lore. For instance, when Deadpool throws in some Spider-Man thwips, it's likely the most Spider-Man they could squeeze in due to some contractual stuff. At the beginning of the movie, you have also noticed a bunch of mementos in Happy's office, including the unfinished Cap shield from the first Iron Man movie. Plus, when they crash into the Void, there's a helicarrier and what seems to be Thanos' Q-ships from Infinity War and Endgame. You might have also spotted the 20th Century Fox logo half buried in the sand, And if we take it a little bit forward, we see Ant-Man's giant skeleton and suit serving as a base for Cassandra's territory, along with Deadpool giving a shout-out to Paul Rudd. These clever nods and subtle callbacks fit seamlessly into the story, enhancing the experience without overshadowing the main plot. And all of our discussion brings us to the last burning question. Why Deadpool and Wolverine is a hit and others are crashed? Why it's a hit and others crashed? There are plenty of movies that crash and burn, but Deadpool and Wolverine is a smash hit. But why? Let's take a look at 2023's The Flash from Warner Bros. And 2019's Spider-Man Far From Home. One of the secret ingredients for a blockbuster sauce is all about hype and expectation. Audiences are partially in love with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. Meanwhile, The Flash was bogged down by its lead's bad publicity, and Far From Home just didn't pack the emotional punch or stakes to keep us hooked. Deadpool and Wolverine knew exactly what fans craved. Not a Shakespearean script, but a roller coaster of creative action, blood, and a barrage of jokes. Deadpool and Wolverine pulled off a marketing stunt that went wide, snagging both die-hard Marvel geeks and casual moviegoers. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman hit the road on a global press tour, showing sneak peeks of the first few minutes of Deadpool and Wolverine to create a buzz about how epic Deadpool and Wolverine really are, which also gave us a fair share of spoilers. Meanwhile, The Flash trailers were extremely criticized for embarrassingly overloaded CGI, especially in the Speed Force and Chernobyl. The marketing failed to convey a compelling narrative or a unique reason to watch, aside from the nostalgia ploy of bringing back Michael Keaton, who actually saved its grace. To be honest, he was one good thing for the movie and clearly a game changer for its marketing. Let's wrap up the Deadpool and Wolverine phenomenon success story, which shattered the typical superhero film formula in MCU, offering a chaotic, irreverent experience. By flipping conventional expectations, it blends intense, R-rated humor with genuine emotion. Viewers are drawn to theaters for this refreshing change, and it stands apart. With its surprising plot twist, hilarious moments, and thrilling action sequences, it's clear why Deadpool and Wolverine has been such a smash hit. So why don't you share your thoughts and favorite moments from the movie in the comment section below? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, what movies and characters should we explore next? This video was made by movie fans for movie fans.